Okay, so here is the juicer that you saw yesterday, and I've just pulled everything out of the fridge that I had greenhoused. I had in a Fridge Smart container I was keeping my endive, so now I am going to be making green juice that I'm going to have right now, and then I'm going to have some more green juice later. Now the reason I'm doing a strict juicing today is because I had some dental work this morning, and I had a lot of inflammation, and they did some scaling on my teeth, and the anesthesia is about to wear off, and I'm told that I'm going to be in quite a bit of pain. So I'm feeling like I don't want to chew anything today for that reason. So remember I told you when you make a green juice, it's not ideal to store a green juice. It's ideal to make a green juice and drink it right away. That's the best for the enzymes. But sometimes life isn't like that, and I am working for the hospital today. I'm working from home, and I have a number of things that I need to accomplish. So I'm going to make my juice now, and then I'm just going to go ahead and make the juice that I'm also going to have later, because I'm teaching again tonight. I'm teaching the tea class at Fanshawe College tonight. So what I want to reiterate to you is that if you are going to make some juice and store it, then you can store it either in an opaque container if you're traveling with it, or in a glass container. Now I often put them in mason jars when I'm making a whole bunch, but because you know, like for stone fruits, like apples, etc., or root vegetables, carrots, beets, etc., those juices last better for 48 to 72 hours. 72 hours would be the absolute most, but green juice is much less. So if you are going to store and make a green juice, then the same day is best. But I have these really cool little juice glasses, and they have like a container that helps make or a lid that makes them airtight. I just picked these babies up at Winners. It was one of those really lucky finds. And it came in a set of 4 of them. So I'm going to make my juice that I am going to drink now, and then I'm going to make enough juice that I can fill this and drink it later. So when I fill it, I'm going to fill it all the way up to the top, because there's several ways that you can minimize the oxidation of your green juice. One is to add a little bit of lemon or grapefruit, or anything, lime, anything that has citric acid. So add a little bit of vitamin C and citric acid together help to minimize oxidation. And vitamin C is very powerful antioxidant, as we know. And the other way is to simply limit the amount of oxygen in the glass. So that would mean if I'm wanting to store this and have it be the best for me when I drink it next, if I only fill it to here, then I'm leaving that much oxygen for oxidation. So I'm going to make enough juice to fill it as closely as I can, so that when I put the container seal on top, there's not going to be a lot of oxygen in there. So I want to reiterate with you that it's approximately 3 leaves per for one juice. Now I don't have any Swiss chard here. I am going to use some kale. My husband got overexcited when he was shopping, and he bought me 2 types of kale. So you can do that. I mean, there is a recipe, but greens are greens, and it's always good to have variety on your plate. So likewise, it's good to have variety in your juice. So I'm going to make a kind of a modified juice from the one that we did last night. I'm going to include the Belgian endive because I think those are awesome, nutrient packed. I'm going to have the red lettuce and the romaine lettuce that we did last night. I'm skipping the Swiss chard, and I'm going to add 2 types of kale. The recipe also calls for beet greens if you have them, and I don't have any beet greens. And then of course I am going to wash up some Granny Smith apples, which we learned the power of those last night. And I'm going to put them all in my bowl, and then I'm going to use my bowl so that it's really quick access. I can just grab everything one at a time, feed it through the juicer here. It's going to go into this container. Then I'm going to dump the container back into my favorite bowl and feed it back through a second time, because as you saw, you can get as much as like 100 or 200 mils more juice, which with organic produce, that's a lot. So that's long enough for a video here now. I just wanted to share that information with you. I hope that you're all doing super well and that you have fun giving this a try. Okay, ciao.